Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.
Wake your ass up, fool. John Jay and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog. Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom. What you gonna do? John Jay and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John Jay and Rich. Wake your ass up, fool.
104.7 KISS FM. It's John Jay and Rich. Text us. You text JJR and whatever you want to say to the number 96893. Here's a text from a 412 number. John Jay and Rich, I have to give you guys kudos being live every day. I'm a teacher and I have an observation by my superintendent tomorrow. I'm just channeling you all doing the show in front of your bosses every day and killing it. Pray for me, LOL. We don't do the show in front of our bosses. I'd freak out. Every once in a while, when they come in and they sit in here and they come and talk to us, we're on the air. I'm so sorry. I need to say that. Commercial. Well, good luck to you, 412. We did our vision boards yesterday, and it was my wife Blake, my son Jake, my son Dutch, and me, and then we had my son Kemp on FaceTime from Hawaii just for a little bit because he does this stuff all the time on his own, right? The rest of us are the ones circling the drain. So we were talking about, and Kyle brought this up last week, how hard it is to find magazines. But my wife went and bought some magazines. I took some from the gym, and then we found a bunch of our old magazines, and we just filled the dinner table full of magazines. We had scissors, and everyone was cutting stuff out. And it was a good time, until I went and saw my son Dutch's vision board. One of the things he did, doing what we do for a living, sometimes we end up in magazines. Right? Yeah. Pictures of us doing whatever. In fact, someone sent me a picture of my wife and I at an event. And she's like, where's that from? I said, I have no idea where that's from. But he found a picture, a group photo of Rich, me, and Kyle in a magazine. And Dutch cut out me and Kyle and posted Rich. What does that mean? He just has Rich.
Part of the vision board.
Rich is part of the vision board. And then and then I was looking at what he wrote. He cut out from, think about that we had like women's magazines, men's magazine. He took out Super Sex, Satisfy Her with Science.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That was on his vision board?
That was on his vision board.
What?
And then he put
that is not the assignment.
This is what he put on his vision board. I'll show you this real quick. Kyle, what does that say?
The secrets of the female climax.
That's on his vision board.
You guys looking at.
He didn't understand what the assignment was.
Oh, no, I think he gets it.
I think he gets it.
Oh, my gosh, Dutch.
He just wasn't hiding.
He's got
why is that what his aspirations for 2025 are? It should be to graduate, to get into a good school.
He has that on here. He has college. He's got pictures of graduation.
Okay.
He's got friends. He's got stuff like that. He's got a couple things that are inappropriate.
I feel honored to be on there with all of that.
And then there's Rich. There's on the vision board.
Connection.
The key.
And then I went to bed last night and they were still doing vision boards. I woke up this morning. My wife had everything clean, all the magazines. In fact, at the end, I go, should we just grab all these magazines and throw them away? She's like, no, I'm going to save them for next year. I didn't want to argue because they're like, what do you mean save them for next year? We just cut out all the good stuff right now. So I woke up this morning, all the magazines were stacked up all nice. The vision boards were all set up in the kitchen, and her vision board looked so perfect. You know what I mean? It was like,
she's the overachieving student.
Jake, he took a picture of a giant turkey and Jason Momoa's head. I'm like, I don't think you're following what we're doing here. And then you found the number 17 million. I'm like, I'll take that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. But anyway.
Sounds like your boys went right for it.
They did. But I can't believe you cut you and me out, Kyle.
How rude, Dutch.
Maybe
if anything, keep Kyle. Cut you and me out.
No, that's all right. Rich can be up there.
So what happened? You used to talk about your husband's birthday. It's coming up. It seems like it was just not that long ago.
No, it's this weekend. So it's interesting because Grant from the show, his birthday's Friday, and then I always have to remember there's Grant's birthday and then my husband's birthday's on Sunday. So, of course, I've been trying to plan, like, what do I get him? Because Christmas just happened, right? And I felt like I gave him all the gifts for Christmas. So now I'm like, okay, well, we've been watching football and the Broncos made it to the playoffs and then they're out now. But while we were watching, about 3 or 4 times he mentioned, like, I don't want to like jinx it or anything, but I really like Bo Nix, and so I think we should get a Bo Nix jersey. And he's saying this to my son, and so I'm like, genius. We'll get him that for his birthday. But he wants like the old school throwback jersey with the stripes on the side and like whatever. So I'm like, no problem. I did procrastinate a little bit, but it wouldn't have mattered, I don't think, because I'm looking on every site. Aside from like eBay and shady sites that I'm pretty sure they're just like knockoff ones. And they're all sold out. Like that version of the Bo Nix jersey is completely sold out. So I was talking to the kids and I'm like, hey, I know we want to get Daddy this jersey. I think that's a great gift. I think he'll really like it. But the problem is the one he wants is sold out. So we're just going to get him like the newer version of the jersey. And if he doesn't like it, he can just hang on to it. And when they restock the old school one, we'll just exchange it. And so the kids were like, okay. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he'll like it, but I don't know. Anyways, we have been talking about this jersey thing for a few weeks. And every time we talk about it, I'm like, okay, don't tell Daddy. And the secret has stayed until now. So this happened over the weekend, right? And last night, we're sitting down for dinner and Scott sits down next to me. And he's like, I got to tell you what Bubbies said. And that's what we call my son Easton, Bubbies. He goes, he came into my office and said, sorry, Daddy, you're not going to get the jersey you want, but you are going to get a jersey and it's going to be all right. And Scott's like, okay. So like, I just have to laugh because when we were talking about not getting the right jersey, that was the one time I didn't say, don't tell Daddy. And he just like went straight and told him, not just that. And so I'm just looking at Scott and I'm like, well, happy birthday. It's not here yet, but the secret is ruined. He's like, I will like any jersey. It's fine. So it's fine. But then it's like a total bummer. Like when he opens it up, like, do I even wrap it now?
Right.
It's like,
Just throw it at him.
Here. Happy birthday.
Did he put it on his vision board? That's probably why.
He opted out on vision boards.
He did?
The only ones that did vision boards in the family were me and Addie.
Because, that stuff works. If you put that New Jersey on, what if he got a trip to New Jersey? That's not what I meant. That's
it. It's all good. He'll be grateful for whatever.
Vision boards, birthdays. I know Jake, my son, he turns 22 in February, and he was just like, I forgot it's my birthday coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do, what I want for my birthday. And I was like, damn, it was just Christmas.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, Kadeem's birthday's in next weekend.
That's
next
too much.
Friday. So I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do for him either. Especially when they have everything already. It's like,
I always feel bad for the people who have birthdays like around Christmas or right after Christmas. Because I feel like they do probably like, they do kind of get the short end of the stick.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
For sure.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.